Hey everybody, it's Joanne from artsylighttarot. Thanks for checking out this message. I am going to be tapping into the energies that are surrounding you at this time. See what you're able to manifest, Aries. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, so all placements. If it resonates, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. That would be greatly appreciated. Reminder, you guys, that tarot is a tool. It's a guide. Always use your discernment. Cross watchers, you're very welcome here. Flip switch the energies and roles as you see fit. All right, I'm going to tap into the energies that are surrounding you at this time. See what message your angels and guides have for you. So the first card is the general energy surrounding you. The second card is the challenge that you are currently facing. The third card is going to be the advice. So we've got Judgment, Empress, and then the Knight of Pentacles energy. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands in the reverse. So you could have been involved in a situation where you are not vibrating at your fullest potential is what I'm getting with that Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I do feel for a period of time, Aries, you were in love with someone that made you feel unseen. You may have put yourself in a situation where you were not in alignment with what God's purpose and plan was for you. You may have been in a connection where you could have been a third party or involved in a contract where there was multiple people. And it's because you had a lot of love for somebody, King of Cups, or there was something in your heart that needed to be healed. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is a wanton individual. It's someone that's involved in superficial relationships, someone that's very much avoiding real feelings and emotions, because the King of Cups is behind that, which is the end all be all. So I do feel that you may have been involved in a relationship in the past where you were not aligned with your spirit or God's plan for you. Somebody put you in a, I mean, you can't really blame other people for the situations that you're in, but you chose somebody over self in the past is what I'm getting, but it has put you on this path towards something new. Judgment, Empress, and the King of Pentacles. So you may have been involved in these superficial relationships, Aries, because you were really learning something, learning about your path, learning about your ascension, learning about who you are as an individual, as a soul being, as a human, right? So you may have put yourself in situations that were not really in alignment with your spirit, right? You may have been involved with relationships that were third party or that were based on physical things only, but it has put you all on this path towards King of Cups, which is ultimate love, slowly but surely. Knight of Pentacles, right? Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy, but it's validating that it's all been small steps towards bigger picture. Okay, Aries. So for some of you, let me know in the comments below if you were a third party, if you were the Mr. or the Mistress, or this is something that happened to you, right? So you were in some type of contract where you were not honored for your spirit or for your love. There was a lack of reciprocity. It was a physical connection is what I'm getting, but it was all small steps towards something bigger. And I know this because we've got the Empress and Judgment here. The Empress is divine feminine energy. Slowly but surely you have been opening up to the beauty and the gift of your heart, right? You are a physical being, you are an Aries, so you're showing up. I mean, that's important to you, but you've recognized that there's more to a relationship than just physicality or ego is what I'm getting. You're releasing the idea of ego through love of self, love of others, wanting this reciprocity. Eight of Swords in the reverse. There was something that you freed yourself from. Perception, could be a contract specifically, but you walked away. So you've healed from something, Aries, is what I'm getting. Each step was a small step towards you stepping into your feminine energy with the Empress. You may have Taurus in your chart. Knight of Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then we have Judgment. So it's validating everything has been for a reason. It's part of bigger picture with the Judgment card showing up here. All right, let's clarify this a little bit deeper. Why is the Judgment card the general energy that surrounds Aries? So I know that you are in alignment with God's plan. Everything is part of the wheel. The wheel is turning. For every action, there's reaction. It's the law of the universe. There's karma, right? For all things. No one can avoid judgment is what I'm getting here. So your guides and angels are wanting you to consider the next move, because I do feel you have been slowly moving towards this ascension. What does Aries need to know about the Judgment card? 10 of Swords. So there is judgment for some type of cycle that was deceptive. 10 of Swords is betrayal. Now the betrayal could have been of self, of mind. Knight of Swords, the bottom of the deck. So there is a lot of mental anguish energy attached to the past or to this karma. There has been an ending though, because the 10 of Swords is an ending to something, a cycle, contract that was very painful. There could have been a lot of factors that you were really buckled under, Knight of Swords, but it was all necessary for you to change perspective slowly but surely. You are now in a higher vibration of understanding. You have released yourself from fear. You have leveled up in regards to capacity of your mind, how you think about self, how you face life has changed, Aries, as a result of some painful ending. And there is karma, and it is being delivered. We've got the Knight of Swords, quick movement towards the energetic understanding, but it's an ending of deception, Ace of Swords in the reverse, the ending of these karmic relationships, Aries, where you are dealing with liars, right? Where you're dealing with false truth, someone that does not have the same loyalty as you, and this person is now going to receive their karma. Page of Swords in the reverse. They've been running from it, but you cannot run away from karma is what I'm getting. You could have been dealing with an air sign, 10 of Swords. It could have been a Gemini. Give me more on that Judgment and the 10 of Swords. But that's over and done, but there's still consequences to the past. You're not being told to be in that moment. It's not yours to carry. You've learned, you've changed your perspective about the past, Aries, is what I'm getting. And now you're birthing something new. What is Aries birthing? Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here? That's the challenge, right? It's always been about the way you viewed your heart. Giving your heart to the wrong people, Queen of Cups in the reverse, because the Queen of Cups is someone that invests in love relationships that have reciprocity, that are balanced, that are give and take, that are feminine energy. But in the past, you may have been masculine in your relationships, egotistical relationships that were based on physicality. You gave your heart to the wrong people. Cancer energy on that Queen of Cups. To the Empress, because you cannot align to the Empress energy without embracing the heart. And you did so through painful cycles. Aries is what I'm getting here. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. There was some type of codependency possibly. There was fear of being able to be successful on your own or be successful independently. There was definitely some type of imbalance here that you had to integrate or flip the script on. You possibly spent a lot of time on your own in the last little bit since this contract ended, because that's been a part of your expansion. Recognizing that the heart you have is your gift. Recognizing not everybody has the same heart. You know, I feel for some of you, you thought for a long period of time, certainly in the past, that people were the same or people had the same heart as you, but now you recognize that's not true. Right? So you've pulled your energy back and now you're moving towards some type of abundance, Aries. Where there was imbalance, there's going to be balance. Where you were fearful of doing it on your own, you're having success on your own is what I'm getting here. And it's all part of you recognizing the gift of your heart, possibly having to pull back and end cycles where you were not being honored. There was a lack of loyalty in these energies, Aries, is what I'm getting. What else can you tell Aries about this Knight of Pentacles for the advice? So slowly but surely, you've been making better decisions. You've been guarding your heart as well. You've released the need for closure because you know that the divine's plan is being delivered in divine timing when it's meant to, for whom it's meant to. It's part of the law of the universe. It's karmic. The Chariot in the reverse on this Knight of Pentacles, you've released it to God, right? Cancer energy again, sorry. Excuse me. Things are starting to move after stagnation. The Knight of Pentacles, like I said, is very slow moving, but it's wise investments, making better investments in regards to where you are investing your heart. You're not willing to go through pain again. You're not willing to sacrifice for others. You've learned the value of your heart. Excuse me. The Chariot in the reverse on the Five of Wands. Things became difficult. Ten of Swords, Five of Wands is no party, right? You learned through trials and tribulations. You were put in a situation where you were a player, right? You had to learn your role. You had to learn through these deceptions, right? It's all part of being in the cycles of life with Judgment, Five of Wands, Ten of Swords. It got very difficult. You may have been trying to control things, Aries, and this stagnation made you realize that you've never been in control. And I mean, that could be the perception that you've changed. The idea that you possibly believed you were in control. I mean, you have free will, but ultimately you cannot control anything outside of self, realistically, right? So you may have been in a relationship where there was a lack of honesty, lots of games, a pawn in a game, right? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And this could have been a cycle that took a long time to learn, but it's changed your perspective about your heart. It's changed your perspective about God's plan for you. You have realigned back to your intuition with the Chariot in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles. It's all been about you coming back to your spirit, Aries, is what I'm getting here. I want to pull an energy for the healing vibration that surrounds you, moving towards this new cycle in your life. So I do feel that your guides and angels are really wanting you to be present in the moment through gratitude for this expansion, the gratitude for leveling up, the gratitude for the heart that you have, recognizing the gift that it is, right? It's not been your, I mean, for some of you, when you were in these difficult cycles, you may have felt very betrayed and very heavy, but you've learned that the fact that you can feel and experience these emotions from this place, you have shifted your perspective, recognizing not everybody has that ability to feel or to be blessed with the heart that you have, right? You're no longer giving your energy away. You're saving energy for self. I feel you were always giving to others without giving to yourself for some of you, right? So the closing message here for you today, Aries, is this. It says self-love. It's your time. There are hidden blessings, it says here. The number 26 may be significant. 2 + 6 is 8. The movement towards new cycles. Your guides and angels are really wanting you to be present in this vibration of self-love at this time, Aries. There's validation for the pain of the past. There's karma. And part of your karma has been about being present, not being afraid to go inward and to love thyself. Like I said, this couldn't be a more perfect energy for what I'm feeling for you at this time. You were giving to everybody else slowly but surely. It's been, you know, a journey back to self-love, self-care. I'm picking up Phoenix energy here, Phoenix rising. And that is going to allow you to move into this Empress energy. Could be moving towards a Taurus. You could be an Aries, Taurus cusp, but your guides and angels are really wanting you to practice self-love at this time. I do want to read the book on this one, you guys. It says, sorry, my glasses. Self-love, the number 16 may be significant, Aries. 16 + 1, 7. So what your guides and angels want you to know about this self-love is this. You might be feeling downhearted or melancholy because you haven't fully grasped how to appreciate who you are, but that's been part of your journey, Aries. The ability to truly love yourself, self-love, complements your capacity to fall in love with others. and to the world as a whole. Self-love means acknowledging the light within yourself. You are a sacred part of the mystery, Aries, and the miracle of life. Perhaps you have struggled to rally esteem, respect, or love for who you are. Maybe you are looking outside of yourself for validation, Aries. You may expect friends, family, a partner, coworkers, or your bank account to provide you with this sense of self-worth. This expectation leads to illusion. So you're moving out of this place of illusion. The truth of who you are is always and has always been inside of you. Aries, you are unique. You have your own process and you need to be yourself. Quiet your mind, Aries, and go within to find your self-esteem, awareness, and inner peace. Stop giving energy outside of self. Now is the time to give to thyself. This will lead you away from worry, judgment, and mistrust. As you learn to extend the quiet periods in your mind, you will begin to be more in your heart, where you will recognize truth, intuition, and acceptance. This maiden hugs herself in an act of self-love. Her nakedness emphasizes her vulnerability in the process she's going through. The stag supports time taken alone. The lionfish encourages you to face your inner demons. With the help of the lionfish, you can stand strong and face whatever you might have been hiding from. Aries, work on loving yourself a little more each day. You deserve to love yourself more, is what the message is for you at this time. Let me know if this resonates, you guys, if you like this type of a reading. Thank you so much for your super chats, your memberships, for your donations to my channel. If you're interested in donating, the PayPal link is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Aries. Blessings. Goodbye.